What's going on, everybody? Me, David here, back for another, well, not shave. I'm back for another video. This past week, or maybe a little bit over a week, sorry. I get behind, I'm busy, whatever. I was tagged by CDB from the YouTube channel IAMCDB, a longtime YouTuber and longtime buddy of mine on Facebook and here on YouTube. He's actually the one that I was watching the videos, and he got me into my first Facebook shave group, razor and brush. So the history goes pretty far with him. Like with any relationship, we've had our ups and downs. We've had some disagreements. Damn. Sorry, I'm filthy. I was taking part in a softball clinic, the high school softball program. Volunteered at the youth league to hold a clinic today, and I'm just kind of a mess, and I didn't change my shirt. Well, whatever. It's my own damn video. I'm in my own damn house. I shouldn't have to be dressed to the nines. So whatever. But I was tagged in a challenge video. It is the Wetshavers 5 4 3 2 1 challenge, I believe. Don't quote me on the title because I'm not entirely sure if that's it. My memory is horrible. It just is what it is. So here we are. So number 5. Number 5, the category 5 is your 5 favorite soaps. Could be for performance, it could be for scent, it could be for sentimental reasons. I have a mixture of all three of those type of deals. In no particular order. These are it. Well, one thing I can guarantee you is all of these soaps are absolutely fantastic performers. Some of the best on the market. But what sets them apart is either some emotional reason or the scent to stand out, whatever, you'll see. So, first off, Saponify Veracino. This is their Stella Alpina. I'm not Italian. I don't know how it's all supposed to be said. But this was a gift from a good friend of mine. He used to be on the YouTube. Zach likes to shave. I also worked with him at Old Town Shaving. He bought this for me 2 years ago, I think now, for my birthday. And it's just fantastic. Saponify Veracino, I feel, is one of the absolute best soaps on the market. I love it. The performance is fantastic. I don't think I've known anybody not to like the performance of their soaps. It's a hard soap, which is really cool, which is unique in the market now today. Everybody that's producing soaps, they're all the soft, solid soaps. This one allegedly is an Artisan. I don't know the specifics. I don't know how this is made. I really don't care. The soap is fantastic. I love the scent. It's great. It's great. It's fantastic. I love that soap. So there's that one. Now, next one on the list is going to be one of the new additions to the den. Bam. Razor Ruby. This one's by First Line Shave in a collaboration with Chicano Designs. There's nothing I don't like about this soap. At first, when I used this soap, the scent was good, but it didn't wow me. Well, the more I used it, which I've used this about 5 times now, I can't get enough of it. Unfortunately, it's a limited run. Maybe they'll bring it back and forth off and on, but it's just so damn fantastic. I'm obsessed with this soap. I use it sparingly because I don't know if I'll ever be able to get another one. You never know. I may have money when they release another batch. I may not. Who knows? Things just happen. But I love this. Additionally, this design right here, it's just very reminiscent for me. Not the hair color, but just of my wife. My wife has tattoos. My wife has the boobs. Any of you guys that have met her, you know. It's no secret. It is what it is. You guys are a bunch of perverts anyway, so I know you noticed. And then just the general design is just very appealing to me. I love it. If a soap has a shitty label, if it looks ridiculous, I won't buy it. So I don't know if you consider that vain. That's vanity on my part. I just like my soaps. If I'm gonna spend money on them, to look nice. They look good. They are on display in my restroom, so they need to look good. And this one's on there. Well, and First Line Shave, you did a great job with that recipe. Next, this one was really hard to pick. My next one is going to be Spartacus from Ariana and Evans. Sorry, it's a little wet. I dropped it in the sink. Spartacus by Ariana and Evans. I was one of the testers when Peter was working on coming out with a soap base. I feel an emotional attachment to this because I was one of those testers. I felt in some small part I had my hand. And again, I didn't do nothing that relative. I just tried this shit, gave him my opinion. But his soap base, for me, is top 3 in the industry. I don't know where in the top 3 because they're the best of the best are pretty damn close. But the performance is pretty much second to none. His scents, this particular one is a dupe scent, but he creates a lot of his own. He collaborates with perfumers. I just love everything that he's doing with his brand. I think he's going a very cool and unique direction with it. And this is one of my absolute favorites that I use from him. I use it regularly. And yeah, so here we go. 4th. Damn, I dropped water on this one too. Son of a bitch. This was another difficult one. Along with Peter, one of my top 3 artisans in the whole industry is going to be Phoenix Artisan Accoutrement. Excuse me. This particular scent is Future Fiction. I probably should look up all these damn scent breakdowns. I usually don't. I just like what I like. And this one, I love it. Drives the wife crazy. She loves this scent. The CK6 formula is phenomenal. In my opinion, it's the best vegan formula on the market, easily. Some of my favorite tallow-based ones are close, or very close. Again, the best of the best soaps are all pretty close, are all pretty neck and neck. But this one, I haven't found any kind of vegan formula that even comes close to this. The CK6 formula is amazing. His regular offerings, the regular Crown King formula is amazing, which is that coconut butter base, which I've always preferred. And yeah, Future Fiction. If you don't got it, pick this one up. And this one is kind of unique in the list. This is a non-artisan soap. And this was also a gift by a friend of mine, a dude that I legitimately love in the wet shaving community. This baby right here. Many of you guys will recognize it. The terracotta bowl that has Coloniale. One of my favorite scents in all of wet shaving. I don't care what you're talking about in terms of just including everything, artisan, non-artisan. Love it. The performance is fantastic. It is one of the best mass-produced products I've ever used. I love this soap. I love it so much that I even went out. Aside from this, again, this was a gift from Ray Pope. Love you, Ray. I miss you. Haven't talked to you in a while. I gotta give you a call, and I will. I promise you. I bought 2 other pucks. I think off of Jason Rudman. Bought 2 pucks off of Jason Rudman. They're sitting over here. And I'm probably going to fit them in here real nice somehow. Maybe grade them in. I don't know. But this is just, again, it means a lot to me. Ray bought this for me when I was out in Chicago as a gift. We were at that Q Brothers. He purchased it for me. So not only does it just mean a lot because this dude went out of his way to get something nice for me. It's great. It's a damn good soap. So there you go. That is my 5 favorite soaps. Now going into section 4, or number 4, countdown number 4, whatever the hell. First off, again, bam, Razor Ruby. There's still a lot left of it because, again, I don't want to use it because I don't want to be done with it, but then I always want to use it. It just causes me a lot of problems. I love the stuff. There's no, this is what it is. You guys know why I'm not using it. If I could get a lifetime supply of this stuff, I probably would, and then I'd use it every day. Enjoy it. The style of the whole branding of it's amazing. I love it. Thank you. Number 4, Mobster. This is by Ariana and Evans. I love the performance of his aftershave. This scent is one of my favorite. I actually prefer the aftershave scent of Mobster over in the soap. Why that is, I don't know. I think maybe the dry down, the way it reacts to my skin, I just love it even more. This makes it one of my favorite aftershaves. This is an aftershave that I pair with a bunch of other different stuff. I don't just use it with the matching soap. If I'm gonna go out at night, just a random night, and I want to smell good, I'm gonna throw some of this on. This is actually probably paired as one of my favorite just fragrances in general. I love it. So Ariana and Evans Mobster. Next, this one might surprise you because I don't use much of his products, but this one right here, Dr. John's Propaganda. This is a sandalwood, Egyptian sandalwood, whatever. I'm not gonna. It has some vanilla in it. I just love the scent. This was from the release when there was Shave Revolution. This was the exclusive scent for Shave Revolution. I did not like Dr. John's soap. It was too soft for my liking. I prefer soaps that have a little bit more solidity to it, a little bit more solidness. This one, you load it and you could see the soap pushing out. So I didn't like the soap, but the aftershave has been used forever in my den. Love the stuff. As you can see, I got probably 50 aftershaves in here. So anything gets to about halfway, you know it gets used. So there you go, Dr. John's Propaganda. And last, certainly not least, again, this is in no particular order, another one of my favorite things. It just, if I use a citrusy type brighter shave soap, this is an aftershave that I would pair with damn near all of them. Also, if it's just a nice sunny day, you just have that bright feel about you, it's going to be this one. Beaver Woodwright Shipwreck Cove. I just love how it smells on me, man. It's just kind of weird to say this. Sometimes I sit back and think of how weird some of the shit we say on here is. But yeah, fantastic. Now it's Black Ship Grooming, I believe it is. Black Ship Grooming. I had 2 bottles of this stuff, so it's lasting me forever. This is my second bottle. I've never finished a soap in my wet shaving career, but I have finished a bottle of aftershave. This specific aftershave. So, Beaver Woodwright Shipwreck Cove. Damn. Down to 3. So, section 3, chapter 3, item 3, whatever the case may be, brushes. So, first on the list, bam. A restored rubber set that was sent to me, gifted to me by Junior Reyes from Reyes Restores on Instagram. It is a rubber set with a Romero Manchurian knot. I love the style handle. This and the Simpson, is it S7? I think this style handle. This style handle, those are my 2 favorite handle styles. This, so one, it's a vintage. If you've ever seen any of my straight razors that are kind of behind me, you kind of see them back there somewhere. I love vintage products. So this being a restored brush has a little extra place in my heart. The knot is one of the best knots that I have ever used. I love it. It's just, damn. It's just one of those things that, what's a brush that I constantly reach for? And this is one of possibly the most. I like bigger handles, even though I don't have big hands, but I just love long handles. It's just, oh, there it is. Rubber set. Next on the list. Won't be too shocking after what you just seen. Bam. The Simon Deluxe from Heritage Shaving. Heritage Collective Shaving. Heritage Collection Shaving. Love this stuff. It is a super dense knot. This knot is probably one of the more dense knots that I have in the den. The only one probably denser than this one is going to be my Declaration Brushworks knot, which that's a fantastic one, but I had to cut it down to 3, so this is not one of them. The color scheme is very special to me. This is the color of the high school that I've coached for the last 10 years in both softball and football. And again, this was a gift. So I just appreciate it. I love it. The handle shape is great. It just fits everything that I want. There you go. And last but not least, bam. This one right here is the Shave Mac 2-band silver tip. Now, there's no impressive story about this. My opinion, the Shave Mac 2-band silver tip and the Theta 2-band silver tip is the exact same knot. If they are different, they perform and act exactly the same. This is my favorite knot in all of wet shaving. The 24mm 2-band silver tip is my favorite knot. I think it has the best performance. I think it has the perfect amount of backbone. Everything about it is exactly what I want from a shaving brush. So that's why this is here, because it is just the definition of shave brush performance, in my opinion. The handle's cool, it's a nice resin and all, but this particular knot, I have this same knot, or theta, in 4 brushes. So 4 different brushes that I have this same knot, and I just decided to grab this handle. But this particular knot makes this brush very special because it is just the pinnacle of shave performance right here. Bam. Here we go. So, section 3 done. Finished. Now we're off to section 2. My favorite razors. So, I decided to exclude my straight razors because of what's going to be in section 1, or the first, whatever. You'll see when I get there. So I decided to rule out these straight razors. Maybe I'll throw up a list of my favorite straight razors later on to just show them to you. If you look on my Instagram, you'll probably see it. But so this is just going to be safety razor style. Could be either single edged or double edged, injector, whatever the hell. You know, just this is a safety razor. So first, and this one I'll come out and say it, this is actually my favorite razor in existence. Or at least that I own, because I really, really love the Wolfman razors, but then I don't remember how those feels anymore. And this has just been something that has made me forget everything else pretty much, for the most part, usually. This is my go-to razor, the razor that I've used probably more than anything in my collection. For a while, I think I used this exclusively for damn near 6 months at one point. This is the Rockwell 6S. Has the exchangeable base plate, so you can customize your shave. If you want something a little bit more mild, something a little bit more aggressive. In general, even the most aggressive of this is more on the mild side. It's not going to be as aggressive as, say, like a Merkur Future or the Progress. This one does not have that high of a ceiling in terms of aggression. But I use it on the 5 plate, which is the second to the highest. I don't need extreme aggressiveness, but this one in particular, again, the general design of this is kind of mild. So the 5 is just perfect for me. I love the weight. Yeah, the head is a little bit chunky. I know that's been a complaint for other people, but I don't know where you're sticking this head if you can't use it. The chunkiness is not on the top plate. I would understand if this part was real chunky, the top cap, but it's down here. What do you do? Which direction are you sticking this in? Which hole that makes that fat base plate difficult? I can put it under my nose, perfectly fine. So I don't know where people are sticking this damn razor for the base plate to be a problem, but I don't have an issue with it. You know, your mileage may vary with everything else, but I love the weight. I love the design of the head. The geometry works good for me. And it's damn near perfect, man. I kind of wish the handle had a little bit more style to it. It's a pretty generic ass handle, but whatever. It's not the supermodel of safety razors. Sue me. And next on the list, or last on the list, or there's only 2 of them, so this one right here. The One Blade. This is the One Blade Genesis. It is an extremely expensive razor. The company themselves sent this to me some time ago. That in no way, shape, or form does that influence my opinion on it. I actually did their review on this razor with a borrowed razor from somebody else, and I absolutely loved it. I raved about it, and I just had borrowed it. They seen it. I was one of the very first One Blade reviews on YouTube, and they offered to send me one. And it kind of started a little bit of a craze, man. A lot of people found ways to either buy it used, new. Reviews started popping up everywhere. So it was kind of a cool memory as well. Just that I started a trend in something at some point in my life. And this was it. But this is just a razor that it just works fantastic. I'm not a fan of feathered double-edged blades, but this single-edge razor blade on this one, I really, really enjoy. I love it. I get probably about 6 to 8 shaves out of it, so don't throw them away after one. But of course, my beard is not going to be as coarse as some of yours. But it's just perfect. Every time under the neck. I've told y'all before, I got spirally hair growth down here, so getting BBS on my neck is a little bit difficult at times. Never with this. It just is 100 all the time. So love the One Blade Genesis. Bam. And lastly, the last category, number 1, just one piece of these things. My favorite blade. Bam. Gillette Silver Blue. This is a great all-around blade. It's not the sharpest, but it's damn smooth. It's comfortable in most razors that I've ever used it in. Offhand, I can't even think of any razor that it didn't work well in. So Gillette Silver Blue is my favorite. It is the favorite of my son. It gets used more than any other blade in the house. And I have every damn brand of blade that you could probably think of, with an exception of some weird obscure ass, nobody really ever uses one. But any of the major ones I have. And I've used extensively. Gillette Silver Blue are the ones that I keep going back to. And I've actually just recently bought another 100 pack on Amazon of these. So for me to buy some when I have probably a good 500 other assorted blades in there, you know, it has to be damn good. So there we go. So that finishes my list. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Now it's time for the tagging portion of this video. So first person I'd like to tag is Matthew Weaver, the Shaving Marvel. Haven't seen a video from you in a very long time, buddy, and I would love to see something from you. Matthew Weaver, you are tagged. Secondly, Edwin from the Daly Shave, and not daily like every day, Daly as in the city in California. He lives up in Daly, California. So Edwin, is it Juarez? Can't remember your last name. Edwin. Edwin, the Daly Shaver. I would like to see yours, and not that West Coast Shaving. No offense to none of those guys, but no, Edwin, the Daly Shave. I would like to see your video. And lastly, this is going to be the weird one, the difficult one, I should say, because he's kind of disappeared off the face of the earth. He's probably moved on to bigger, better things, and I can't be too mad at him for it. But I'm going to be tagging Evan Rogers. Some of you guys may not remember him, but he was a young cat that used to do shave videos and kind of recap videos from his college dorm room. I've had many conversations with him. It's been a while since we've talked because he kind of distanced himself from the community, which is fine, man. Everybody has to move on to things. I hope he's still shaving. I hope he sees this video, and I hope he knows that he is tagged. So Evan Rogers, Matthew Weaver, and Edwin, the Daly Shave, or the Daly Shaver. You know who you are. So thank you guys for joining me. If you made it this far, I really appreciate you. And I will catch you on the next shave, which will be tomorrow. Oh, and lastly, I was tagged in another video by my man DK Damn Fine Shave. DK, you tagged me on the second chance video. I get rid of pretty much everything that I don't like, either in a starter kit, or I just give to people that I've started a long time ago. Or like my family, I just recently gave them like 30 fucking soaps. So I really don't have anything there. But you use a particular shaving item in one of your most recent videos that inspired me. I had a particular razor that I didn't have blades for, and I seen you use one. So my next shave, no, not my next one of these upcoming shaves, because I'm testing out a new soap tomorrow, and I don't want my inability to handle this razor or just my knowledge of it to affect the performance of the soap. So one of my shaves in this upcoming week will be dedicated to you, just to show you my appreciation to you, man, because I really appreciate you showing me some love and tagging me in that video. So one of my shaves is coming up week is going to be dedicated to you, DK, and yeah, so there we are. And you'll know why once you see the video. So, all right, everybody, have a good one.